Thanks, Ramona. Sunday means finals day here in Munich as the crowds have started piling in for what is sure to be an epic showdown here at the Street League Skateboarding Final. There you see Paul Rodriguez. He is our top-ranked qualifier heading into today. And Tony, he absolutely slayed this course during prelims yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it was masterful, and without Nigel here, obviously that opens the door, but Nigel would have a tough time beating the kind of tough stuff he was doing yesterday. Everything switch, kick, flip, right here, not like 270 lip slide, and this switch, frontside blunt slide. I mean, that would have scored high as a standard trick with your regular stance, but he does a switch. P-Rod is on fire.
Man on a mission looking for his first gold medal here in 2013, but take a look at the final 8. Tony, who else impresses you in this field?
You know, Sean Malto, I think, has been really consistent this whole time, but Shane O'Neill's been the dark horse here. He hasn't really done that well in the finals recently, but he has been killing it consistently in practice.
We shall see. One guy absent, as you alluded to earlier, Nigel Houston, who's been so dominant in 2013, 3-0 to start the Street League season, including a couple of gold medals, bruising his ribs, unable to be out here skating today. And we'll see just how much that changes the mindset for the rest of the field. With a little bit more on this, let's go to a report on the course with the third member of our team, Jordan Whitley.
Thanks, Brandon. Yes, I was just catching up with some of the guys on Nigel Houston not being here. And, of course, Paul Rodriguez earlier said it's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's focusing on here. He's been coming out to get that win. And I spoke with Luan Oliveira, who's been killing it. And he said, I feel like we all just now have a 50% more chance to win here. And, of course, Sean Malto, Mr. Consistent, said, yes, it's different, but the pressure, well, it's always there. But these guys, I know it feels different out here, but the energy is electric. I mean, this is a standing room only crowd. Look at these guys. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jordan. Let's go down to the course breakdown for today's final. Skaters begin in the flow section, where they can hit any obstacle on the course via 2 45-second runs. The best score counts, but one skater will get eliminated. Onto the control, where you can hit any obstacle except the impact section. The best score counts out of 5 attempts. And again, one skater will get eliminated. We move on to the third and final section, the impact. 6 attempts, best 4 scores count. So how do you get your score from today? 1 flow, 1 control, and 4 impact scores. So without further ado, Tony, let's kick this thing off. We begin with the flow section. Making his Street League Finals debut, Iswod Wair.
You know, Iswod definitely, he's got what it takes to make it, obviously, to medal contention here. Just hasn't had that consistency, like right there, but came through in the prelim, and I think that he's going to get another run here, but I think he definitely has what it takes to get in the top 3 positions.
The 21-year-old out of Bordentown, New Jersey, as we said, making his finals debut. Certainly has the bag of tricks to compete with these guys. Got it timed well here, 5 seconds. Room for one more trick.
Yeah, backside tail on the hubba. He only had 1 step off there, so that was still a pretty decent flow run.
So the score coming in for Iswod as 6.3. By the way, the average to advance from the flow section to the control section this year, a 6.3. So Iswod skating well this far. But up next, though, Shane O'Neill.
Shane has gotten so tech here. I mean, if he can put together a flow run, his impact scores, stuff like that nollie crooks, his impact scores in his control section could dominate.
Yeah, we saw that during practice just a little bit ago.
Oh no, missing the nose man, no, nollie flip out, which would seem like a pretty basic trick for Shane.
One of the most tech skaters out here, the Melbourne native, one of only 4 Street League pros to actually win this Street League event. Still looking for his first X Games medal, though.
Shane, a couple falls there. He's going to go to his second round, hope for a better score.
So Shane's score coming in at a 4.4. Up next, Tori Pudwell.
Oh, no. Bad start for Tori.
Pick it back up.
I was going to say, right when you took off, watch his hat fly around, and there it goes, first trip.
Again, each skater getting 2 45-second runs. We count the best score. Tori skating in just his 3rd ever X Games of his career.
Whoa! Kickflip. Pretty much going for a 50-50. Landed in a feeble, but pulled it together.
Final 10 seconds for Tori here.
There's that backside tail slide he missed at the very beginning to a nice nose grind. And that's usually the beginning of his run there. That's usually how he starts stuff off.
Yeah. So he may throw that one away knowing that you get to keep 1 of 2, but here's another look.
Look at this kickflip. Going for a 50-50, lands in a feeble by accident, kinda, and still puts it together.
That shows you just how gnarly Tori is. A 3.1 coming in for him. Up next, though, making his Street League final debut of 2013, Peter Ramondetta.
Nice, Peter with the hurricane right at the beginning there. This is same flow run that we saw him do in prelim, which got him in the finals. Frontside flip. Oh no, a little hand drag, but it's kind of a make.
The flow section's been a notorious Achilles heel for Peter so far this season, averaging just a 4.9 in the section. So as we said before, you don't want to get eliminated being in that bubble spot.
And right there, he did the backside hurricane on the smaller ledge, and that's usually what he saves for the big ledge right there. So he went with the backside Smith grind, but he's going to have to wait for the next round and hope for a better score.
So a 5.8 for Peter. Up next, so Sean Malto and the Kansas City native skating at Street League just a couple of weeks ago. Check this out. This kingpin nut falling off, truck coming off the board, still rides out the ground there, Tony. That's impressive.
That's pro right there.
So not exactly the start for him in Kansas City as the wheels came off literally for Sean. He'll look to bounce back. He's ranked 2nd overall in Street League this season. He is a pro.
Sean, I think he really likes this course a lot, the way it's laid out.
Though the footprint's a lot smaller, so it seems to be a lot more flowable for these guys.
Yeah, they seem to be getting more tricks in the 45 seconds. Sean having trouble with that nose one slide, though.
Usually so consistent, Malto.
That's good recovery so far.
As we said before, the 23-year-old trails only Nigel Houston in the SLS season rankings here in 2013.
Sean having a hard time there. The nose one slides, both frontside and backside. But never a problem with the frontside crooked grind.
The staple of Sean Malto looking to get back on the podium after a silver medal in Brazil. His score comes in at a 4.9. So here is Chris Cole. He's won 3 X Games medals, but none since 2007 when he won gold.
Nice. 270 to switch front board. Switch Barley coming into the flat rail. Frontside blindside. This is a solid run so far with Chris Cole. This is the crowd. They love the tech.
Final 10 seconds for Cole here.
Kickflip, backside tail slide, fakie.
A flawless run for Cole so far.
Oh, wow. A little icing on the cake there with the quarter pipe trick, but not necessary.
So we take another look at Chris Cole with a fantastic first run, a 7.6. Tony jumping him up into the lead.
Yeah, that's what I would expect from that run for sure.
So here is Luan Oliveira, one of the most creative and tech skaters we have out here. Was brilliant in the prelims yesterday.
Luan's got the shove it tricks down, that big spin board slide. Switch, frontside 360.
Luan's averaging a really impressive 7.9 in the flow section this year.
Right there, when he switch quicks, this is a super solid run too right here, Luan. He usually comes through with the runs though.
Yeah.
Not like it's on the other sections where he seems to have a little trouble, but that was a super solid first run.
Luan is the only SLS pro to make every final so far this year, 4 straight. His score coming in at 7.8. We have a new leader.
Look how high he catches those no heel flips.
So rounding out the first attempts in the flow section, our top-ranked qualifier, Paul Rodriguez.
There he goes. Paul, who is slowly but surely becoming a regular footer. Flip side.
P-Rod is the most decorated X Games street skater out here. He's got 7 medals to his name.
Switch kickflip. So far, the entire run has been a switch.
Of course, fans remember he was part of that epic battle in Barcelona, losing out to Nyjah on the final trick of the event. So he is coming in with some vengeance out here in Munich.
That's going to round it off there with the nollie crooked grind on the hubba. Paul makes it all. All of those tricks are so incredibly difficult.
As we take another look at P-Rod's first flow attempt at 8.2, Tony, he jumps up to the top of the list.
Right there, that nollie 270 lip slide. No one's doing that. No one's doing any of those things, basically.
So clean was Paul Rodriguez. We're halfway done here in the flow section. Welcome back, Brandon Graham and Tony Hawk, along with Jordan Whitley on the course, as we get ready for attempt number 2 in the flow section. As we said before, Paul Rodriguez leading the way. And there's Iswod Wair, currently sitting in 4th place, trying to best a 6.3.
Sean had only had 1 step off his last run, but he put it together. High scores. Oh.
Again, 1 skater will get eliminated. Right now, it's Tori Pledwell in that 8th bubble spot.
Ooh, stepping up there. The kick flip, frontside nose slide. Usually he goes to board slide there. That nose slide, harder trick. Oh, 2. Big flip, frontside board slide to fakie.
He's got it timed out well, Tony, as he hits the hubba.
Wow. I think this might score better even though he fell, because all these last tricks were extremely difficult.
So after a 6.3 on his first attempt, Iswod Wair follows it up with a 7.7. You're right, jumping him up into 3rd.
Yeah, he just, each one of those tricks, he stepped up the difficulty from his last run. Right here, this big flip, frontside board slide to fakie.
So here's Shane O'Neill, currently sitting in 7th, had a disappointing 4.4 to start, but we've seen his line, and we know what he's capable of doing. He had a 9.1 in the flow section during the prelims.
Nice. Pretty good so far. Here we go, nollie flip, made it. He missed that in his first run.
This is just Shane's 2nd finals appearance of the 2013 season. Hasn't been there since Foz.
And he missed that trick too. Big spin, frontside, blindside. Oh, switch, double 360 flip.
That's an ender right there for Shane O'Neill.
Probably going to be our best scoring run today.
A 9.2, Tony, jumping Shane O'Neill into 1st place. And the fans here at Munich let him hear it. An amazing run. Check it out.
Look at this. The nose manual to nollie flip, just kind of to get from point A to point B there. And then this, the switch, 360 flip, double flip.
Textbook as Shane O'Neill gets back into the 9 club. Just to give you an idea of this rare air that he is in this 9 club. Looking back in the 2012 season, there was 16 total out of 894 tricks. And this year we had just 2 in Brazil, a pair in Barcelona, and then it was a 9 club party in Kansas City with 12 of them. But Shane O'Neill, the first one to grab a 9 here in Munich with that 9.2. Here now, Tori Pledwell sitting in that 8th elimination spot. Needs a 5.0 to jump up into that 7th spot.
And Tori had a rough start to his last run, but this run started much cleaner.
Tori looking to get back on the podium. As we said, he did grab a bronze medal in Brazil, the first X Games medal of his career. Closing in on the final 10 seconds here.
Oh, backside 360 ollie. But his hat stays on for once.
Heavy.
I think that's a symbol that he finally put an entire run together.
A really great second run here in the flow section for Tori Pudwell. Leaves no doubt a 7.9, jumping him all the way up into 3rd place, out of elimination position. Tony, look at it one more time.
Right there, that kickflip board slide, so textbook clean. And this backside 360 ollie, exactly what he had planned probably all along.
Well, guys have come out to skate here in the second attempts of flow section. Here now, Peter Ramondetta sitting in that 7th position. Had a 5.8 on his previous attempt.
Oh, almost missing that frontside hurricane. And here's the frontside flip. Had a problem with that on his first run, too.
Yeah, isn't able to catch it there as he closes in on the final 15 seconds of his second attempt. Again, we count the top score out of the 2 runs for each skater. Whoa. Got room for one more trick.
Right here, he wants to do that hurricane. Oh, no, I thought that would be his sure thing.
So after a 5.8 on his first attempt, just a 4.1. So he's sitting there in 7th. Not exactly safe, but up next, Sean Malto, who desperately wants to get out of that bubble position. He saw what Ramondetta just did. To get out and move on, he needs a 5.9 or higher. Does he have it in him?
It'll be interesting to see if Sean goes for the more difficult stuff or plays it a little bit safe. This seems to be the same run he tried last run, though. But he made a frontside blunt slide, which was a good sign. Back lip off the flat bar. Wow. And he had a problem with this. Backside nose blunt slide. Not this time, though. He's got it.
Arguably the most consistent skater in the entire league, putting him on full display here and now as he closes in on the final 5 seconds.
I think that's going to be it. Even though that fall, I think that he's going to score over 5.9 with that run. I'd be surprised if he didn't.
The score coming in, you are right, a 6.9 for Malto. And with that, Peter Ramondetta is officially eliminated as Sean Malto will move on to the control section. So up next, Chris Cole, who put down a 7.6 on his first attempt. What's he got for an encore?
Oh, going up. Wow. That's a big ollie right there. Go. 270 switch front board.
So clean.
And switch barley grind. It's a blunt slide. Look at that. Just knocking him down. I don't know what that is. Side flip. Caveman might be.
See a little bit of everything here in Cole's second run.
Oh, wow. And right here, he's going to go for that backside tail. Flip in.
Sticks it.
Boy, I think we have a new...
Sticks it. Does that get into the 9 club, Tony?
We have a new 9.
No, just missing out at 8.9.
I beg to differ.
The judges are ruthless out here in Munich. Taking another look.
Wow, look at that. Kickflip, backside tail slide fake in right here. Ollie to backside tail, and then 180 flip in.
We all love it in here. Fist pumping Hey, to give you an idea of how close Chris Cole has been to Street League immortality, consider this. Chris has finished in second place 5 times in his SLS career. So he wants that win. There you see footage of Peter Ramondetta. You don't have to go home right now. Yeah, watch the rest of the contest. So here's Luan Oliveira, currently sitting in 5th place, trying to best a 7.8.
He's got a good first run going. This run was looking pretty good up to that point.
So Luan, realizing he's got a solid first score, may try and hold on to that as he closes in on the final 10 seconds. Yeah,
throw that one away.
That's why you get 2. So we'll see what Luan's got in the control section coming up next. And now rounding out the second attempts, it's Paul Rodriguez, who put down a very solid 8.2 on his first attempt. Can he best it as he sits in 3rd place? And Tony, just a laser type focus on the course in Germany this week for P-Rod.
Always. And that was one of the first regular tricks we saw with the nollie frontside no slide. But here he comes. Switch again. Switch tailside fakie. Switch kickflip. He's mixing it up. It's increasing the difficulty from last run.
As we've said before, with Nigel Houston out, P-Rod was the consensus favorite here, but you don't see those nerves at all. Somebody lip slide that we've seen every run. Ollie crooks. Heel flip. I think that's going to better his score a bit. So another great run for Paul Rodriguez. We'll see if it pushes up from that 8.2, and it does, an 8.6. So he will hold on to that as we look at this one more time.
270 lip slide, so clean every time.
Just so clean. Well, hey, let's go down to the course with Jordan Whitley, who's with Shane O'Neill.
That's right, Shane. Now, you're the only guy out here that clocked a 9 in the flow section, so take us through that run.
Basically, at the start, I was trying to do a little easier tricks, and then towards the end, go harder.
Now, Tony Hawk earlier said that you were his dark horse. What is your response to that?
I appreciate that coming from him. We'll see.
Maybe it'll push you a little bit more. And lastly, you told me...
I don't want to hear that.
What? No, it's good. It's good. We know you have the stuff, and you said that earlier, you know, it was kind of a mind game why you weren't getting out here and doing what you needed to do, but now it's working. What's changed?
Same thing, just trying to concentrate on consistency.
All right, well, thank you so much. Tony, don't get in his head like that. Come on.
Hey, you're the one who told him.
Yeah, really. It was a secret up until then. Well, Shane O'Neill, who skated so well with that 9.2, takes the overall lead after one section officially in the books. So when we come back, this guy right here, Shane O'Neill, leads the rest of the pack into the control section. More Street League coming up next. We take a look now at the standings after the control, or excuse me, heading into the control section, and it's Shane O'Neill with that super impressive 9 club, a 9.2 that gives him the lead. But now let's take a look at our go. Well, Sean Malto, who led us there through the course preview, is going to start us off here in the control section. He was able to stave off elimination there. Again, here in the control section, each skater getting 5 attempts. They can hit anywhere on the course with the exception of the impact section. The best score counts with the top 6 advancing. So you do not want to get in that 7th spot and get knocked out. So starting us off, Sean Malto.
I think this is where Sean's going to shine. Oh, wow. Frontside crook to nollie flip out. We saw him just starting to try that here before the...
Again, each skater getting 5 attempts, so we only count the best score, so they can afford to take a few shots on a particular trick. Here's a shot where...
Shot, kickflip, frontside crook grind. His plan of attack is just keep increasing the difficulty.
So a 7.5 on the dot for a shot where jumps him up into the lead. And again, the average score to move on from the control of the impact is a 7.5. So keep your eyes on that as the measuring stick. Luan Oliveira wasted no time. Check out that pop. A 7.6.
Look at this. Big flip, heel, board slide.
So up next is Tori Pudwell on his first attempt. Oh!
Backside tail slide, 270 out. On the high ledge there.
So tech for T-Puds as we look at this one more time. An 8.3 jumps him up into first place. So a very nice starting point for Tori Pudwell.
You usually see these guys doing that on a lower ledge.
So here's Paul Rodriguez, who skated really well in the flow section. We'll see what he's got up his sleeve here in the control.
Right there was a switch kickflip. He was trying to go to the backside Smith, we think.
Let's see it one more time.
Oh, and he ended up in a 5-0 there, but still super difficult.
A decent score, you betcha, an 8.8.
How much was that, dude?
P-Rod, no stranger to getting 9s here in the control section, just off the mark, but he does take the lead. Here is Chris Cole, who's been crushing it on this course.
Right there, switch 270, frontside blunt slide on the flat rail. Kind of coming off at the end, but his feet managed to stay on when his board hit the ground.
Another 8.8 for Chris Cole. Wow, massive. Great trick for Cole. So he jumps up into first. Here's Shane O'Neill, who could really make this section his playground, being as tech as he is.
And right there, he's going for the big spin, frontside blunt slide that we have seen him do. We actually seen him do it in his run, in his flow run, so we know he's going to come back to that one.
Well, coverage of Major League Baseball is on ESPN tonight and Monday. Tonight at 8, the Yankees take on the Orioles. Then Monday at 7, the Giants face off against the Cardinals. Or excuse me, the Reds. Both games are on ESPN and also live on Watch ESPN. So we now move on to Sean Malto, attempts number 2 here in the control section.
Going for that inside crook grind, nollie flip out again. He's got a few attempts that he can throw away here, so that's worth coming back to for sure.
But again, one skater will get eliminated. You don't want to be in that 7th spot. Here's a shot where currently in 5th.
Shot going for a kickflip backside nose blunt slide.
Kicks that one away. Again, the skaters did not skate the control section during the prelims, so we're getting to see a lot of new stuff out here today. Here's Luan Oliveira. Whoa. Already has 7.6.
Luan going for the nollie 180 to crooked grind over crooks.
Look how high he gets there. An 8.6 for Luan Oliveira as he sits in 3rd place. Up next, though, Tori Pudwell. So we see a shot of P-Rod checking out the scores.
Backside 360 ollie kickflip.
So after an 8.3 on his first attempt, no score for him there. Up next, Paul Rodriguez. He already has that 8.8. Can he get into the 9 club here in the control section? Yep. Let's find out.
Paul really wants to get back. Switch kickflip backside Smith grind.
gets that, what's that score, Tony, you think?
That'll be a 9. It better be a 9, or I'm going to talk to someone.
Here's Chris Cole. Kicking that one away. So that is his first miss of the section.
And that could be a 9 too right there. Fake yellow switch crooks, kickflip out.
Speaking of 9s, here's Shane O'Neill, the only one with a 9 thus far today. Can he get another?
Oh man, he's having a hard time with that big spin frontside blindside. I don't think that's going to score a 9, but it's definitely going to help him with his overall standings here.
Well, that's Shane's second miss. Again, we count the top score out of each skater's 5 attempts. Here's Sean Malto sitting in that 7th spot.
He's so close to that every time.
Seems like he gets a little closer each time.
He's got 2 more tries.
The ever-consistent Malto, you gotta think he's gonna nail that trick. Here's Iswod Wair, already a 7.5 to his name.
Kickflip backside nose blunt slide. That should be a 9 score too.
Again, Iswod Wair skating in his first ever Street League final here in Munich. Here's Luan Oliveira, already an 8.6. So smooth. Luan, the only skater here in the control section with 3 straight makes.
Luan's confusing us with the terminology on the nollie 180 switch crooks coming out.
He has the tendency to do that. An 8.8 besting his score.
That's up to you guys. All right.
Yeah, so bad.
So he ties P-Rod and Chris Cole with an 8.8 for a section high here. Here's Tori Pudwell.
With a 50-50. Oh, sorry.
That's not the trick.
There we go. Backside 360 ollie with a kickflip. Just sliding out the landing a little bit, but I think he's going to get that on his next attempt.
So up next is Paul Rodriguez. Looking for a make after kicking away his second attempt. He's already got an 8.8. Let's see if he can get in the 9 club.
For that Smith. I think that was it. Couldn't tell from that angle. So he's not sure either.
Currently sitting in second. He doesn't even know what he did. What do you think, Tony?
No, I went to 5-0 again. So that should score about the same.
Right around that 8 range. Yeah, an 8.1 for P-Rod. Just got this note, the Olympic ice rink capacity is configured for SLS 6,000. The event has been sold out for months.
It's cool.
You don't see
hardest stuff here.
An empty seat in the house here today. 4,000, I've been told. Not 6,000.
4 or 6.
Feels like 6,000, man. Standing room only.
There's 2,000 people in VIP.
That's right.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, Shane O'Neill.
Big spin front blunt.
Don't think we forgot about you, Shane.
Kind of landed in a switch crook there, which probably give him a better score.
An 8.9, jumping him back into first place as we look at that again.
Yeah, he had his wheel up there on the rail, so we'll go switch crook on that.
Wow. Tony, Shane is easily skating his best of the 2013 season. When we come back, check out the Street League paparazzi, including that familiar face. More control section when we come back.
That's my instant game.
You are watching Street League Skateboarding Final. We are halfway through the control section, and it's been all Shane O'Neill. So impressive in the flow, and an 8.9 previously in the control section. Here's Sean Malto sitting in that elimination spot. He's been going after this trick. Can he get it on attempt number 4?
Yes, he can. Frontside crooks, nollie flip out. We have another 9, I believe.
A 9.3, Tony. Take another look. That is Sean Malto's first ever 9 in Street League history.
With command.
Congratulations to Malto, a 9.3, unbelievable. So take another look, Tony.
Such perfect foot setup there. And that flip.
Whoa!
He was having a problem getting the flip all the way around on the other attempts, and that one was just stomped.
So that jumps him out of the elimination spot, but that is where Iswod Wair is now, who makes it 3 straight misses as he sits at 7. Just to show you how tight it is right now, a 7.5 in this section puts Iswod Wair in last place. Incredible. Here's Luan Oliveira.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, no! Right there, Luan, very heel flip, and then he's manualing all the way across the flat, manualing up the quarter pipe and going into a blunt stall.
Almost able to ride it all the way out as we see this one more time. We saw him do it during practice.
Is that one trick? It's a video game trick.
Yeah, that's for sure. So no score for Luan as he'll hold on to that 8.8. Here's Torrey Pudwell sitting in 6th.
Torrey Pudwell wants to do this 360 backside ollie with the kickflip. And whoa, close that time, but I think he's going to make it. He's got it in him. He's landed it on the ground the last 2 attempts.
He's got one more attempt to go, but man, popped for days off of that. So here's Paul Rodriguez holding on to an 8.8 from his first attempt. He sits in 3rd place now. We'll see what he's got.
He wants that switch kickflip backside Smith grind. He's landed in a 5-0. He hasn't gotten the rail down, and it's still worth a lot of points, even if he doesn't get his rail down. 8.8 on his first one.
Well, round of 16 from Wimbledon continues Monday at 7 a.m. on ESPN2 and at 8 a.m. on ESPN. Both events are also live on Watch ESPN. Here's Chris Cole. He also has an 8.8, sitting in 2nd place.
Oh, man.
Coming out hot, Chris Cole. No score there.
That's going to be a 9er right there.
That is insane if he can pull that off. So here's Shane O'Neill, your current leader. He's got an 8.9. Can he pull out another 9 for the day? Oh! Tony, we saw him doing that in practice.
He's going nollie inward heel to nose manual, and in practice he goes nollie 360 flip out. You might want to check my Instagram to see a make there, because I was in the right place at the right time during practice.
Somebody got it on Insta video.
I was literally right in front of it just by accident.
Poor guy, he's out there practicing. You're making him do it over and over again. Here's Sean Malto, joined the 9 club for the first time on his last attempt.
He's stepping up the difficulty from his last trick, and he's going backside 180 out of that nollie flip.
So no score for Malto there, but it's all good because he's got that 9.3. Here's Iswod Wair on the outside looking in right now. He's in that elimination bubble spot. Needs an 8.6 or better on this trick attempt, Tony, to jump up and stave off elimination.
Oh, wow. That was...
So no score for a shot there.
It looked like he was going 270 nose blunt, but he landed in a switch salad grind.
Well, that's going to do it for Iswod Wair's day as he is officially eliminated from today's final. But a really impressive day for him nonetheless. Here's Luan Oliveira on his 5th and final attempt.
Here we go. There's a varial heel flip to manual to blunt. Oh, and he's going to kick flip in. That is a video game trick.
The fans here in Munich want to see that so bad, but he will hold on to his 8.8 and move on as he sits in 4th place. Here's Torrey Pudwell sitting in 6th place on his final attempt.
There he is. 360 ollie, backside with a kickflip. Oh, so close. Looks like his front foot just came off right there.
And it's a chest day as he gets a few push-ups in. All good. He will live on to the impact section Here's Paul Rodriguez as we take one more look. Just how close he got. What went wrong there, Tony?
He just had his toes over the board a little too much on the landing. And
check out that pump.
I think that was his.
Just always getting a workout. So here's P-Rod. Had an 8.8 on his first attempt. Can he go higher here on attempt number 5?
Yes! That is what we wanted to see right there. Switch kickflip, backside Smith, exactly how you'd want to do it on that short rail.
A 9.2. Paul Rodriguez, welcome back to the 9 Club. Incredible on his final attempt in the control section.
Look at this. So perfect, and letting his foot drop, but that's just to make sure that the rail got down.
Just effortless, Tony. Paul Rodriguez with a 9.2, bumping him up to 2nd place. Can only imagine what's to come for him in the impact section. Here is Chris Cole, who he leapfrogged as he sits in 3rd.
Chris Cole going for a 270 ollie with a kickflip into a lip slide on a flat, well, relatively flat bar.
Yeah. Choose your words carefully. So rounding out the control section is our current leader, Shane O'Neill. Shane's already got an 8.9.
Missed that nollie inward heel. That's all right. He played the game well there. There it is, going the other direction.
Can you count that, he asks? No score for Shane O'Neill. But again, skating so well so far here today. As he holds on to the lead. And he and Tori Pudwell just giving the fans a show.
I think Tori Pudwell might have just made that trick in the background. Yeah.
Oh, what a bummer.
Here it is.
Check it out.
This didn't count, but it's so clean, exactly how he wanted to do it.
Oh man, he's got to be killing himself.
That would have been a 9 for sure.
Well, one thing's for sure. These top 6 guys, as we head into the impact section, are getting ready to put on a show. Again, Iswod Wair just getting eliminated. But it is Shane O'Neill, Paul Rodriguez, and Chris Cole leading the way. P-Rod with a 9 right here. Sean Malto with the first 9 of his Street League career. But it was Shane O'Neill putting it down. He is your overall leader.
Yeah, just take a look. Open your eyes, there's hope if we rise. Take a look. We going through times of social disguise. Take a look. Trust us, you won't be surprised. Take a look behind the scenes and you can scope through the lies. Just take a look. Open your eyes, there's hope if we rise. Take a look. We going through times of social disguise. Take a look. Trust us, you won't be surprised. Take a look behind the scenes and you can scope through the lies. Take a look at how much more love we can discover.
Welcome back to the Street League skateboarding final here at X Games Munich. And some incredible skating going down. We are 2 sections in with just the impact section to go. And Tony Hawk, your dark horse pick, it's funny to even call him that, being as incredible of a skateboarder as Shane O'Neill is, making good on that promise as he has the overall lead thus far. What's impressed you the most about Shane?
Oh, he's just so tack, and to see him put together a whole flow run was really exciting. But now, I mean, this is really where he shines in the individual trick sections. Yeah. So he had one of the best scores in the last part. He's probably going to keep increasing the difficulty in the next one. I mean, he is using the system to his advantage, and it's just been fun to watch him shine.
Well, on top of Shane's really impressive skating, we had a 9 club party there. Sean Malto getting his first ever. Then P-Rod sticking it on his last attempt. Some incredible skating just going down in the control section.
Yeah, and that's how you expect Paul to do it, too. I mean, he almost had that trick, and then, of course, it comes down to the very last attempt. Switch kickflip, backside Smith grind. So perfect. And And here we go. I mean, it's close.
Yeah. Well, the epic showdown continues as we move on to the impact section. The format goes like this. Each skater getting 6 attempts, and the best 4 scores count. So your final score, 1 flow, 1 control, and 4 impacts. So Tony, impact section, what can we expect out of these guys?
Well, we can expect Paul to skate switch, I'll tell you that.
Well, wasting no time is Tori Pudwell on attempt number 1.
Oh, going for a nollie to backstep 5-0.
Again, Tori Pudwell earning his first ever X Games medal, a bronze in Brazil. Would love to get back on the podium. Here now, Sean Malto. As we said before in the control section, that 9.3, the first of his career. How does he hold on and follow that up? Much more to come, though, here from Munich. Stick around. Impact section as we get ready to kick off the rest of the attempts here, Tony. Tori Pudwell with 1 down the pipe, but up next, Sean Malto on his first attempt.
There it is, the nollie frontside crooked grind.
So the Sean Malto staple and his strategy coming full display. Get those points early, a 7.9, jumping him up into first place. So important to get those first attempts under your belt scored. Here's Luan Oliveira with the hard flip.
That's the trick that Nigel won with in Barcelona. And Nigel's not here. Luan said, I'll take it.
Look at this view, an 8.5. Luan sneaky good with those hard flips. That's the exact same score that Nigel Houston got, coincidentally, to win the Barcelona.
I would hope so. I hope the judges are staying consistent on that.
Consistent. So here's Chris Cole sitting in 5th place.
There we go. Fake ollie, backside tail slide to fakie.
Super solid first attempt for Chris Cole. Being a veteran of the format, he knows what he needs, a 7.9, and this is where that ping pong effect starts to come in with guys jumping in and out of first place. Paul Rodriguez.
Switch, backside Smith grind on the big hubba.
We saw him hitting that switchback Smith in practice. He has got this thing set up to the T. All of his attempts, as we look at this one more time, an 8.5 for P-Rod as he takes the lead. Textbook.
That's the trick he did in the control section, but flipped into it on the rail.
So here's Shane O'Neill, who's been leading all day. We saw him hitting that in the prelims.
Yeah, nollie backside heel flip. That is a Shane staple. He'll get that one.
So no score for him there. Again, each skater getting 6 attempts. We count the top 4 scores. Here's Tori Pudwell, attempt number 2.
Oh, backside Smith grind, backside 180 out. Hat catch.
Catches the beanie, avoids the planters. Does he have bonus for that? A 7.9 for T-Puds. One more time.
So solid there.
Here's Sean Malto at a 7.9 on his first attempt.
Some nosebleed.
We see this time and time again with Sean in the impact section. So consistent, knowing exactly what he needs to do, building up his scores. As we see this one more time, an 8.3 jumps him up into first place.
2 under his belt here.
So here's Luan Oliveira, had that massive hard flip before.
And there's a frontside flip over the same hubba. He'll get that one.
And again, Tony, it's a different environment out here with no Nigel Houston. They know it's wide open here in the impact section. It's Chris Cole.
Quick flip, backside nose grind.
So after posting a 7.9 on his first attempt, an 8.4 for Chris Cole, who leapfrogs up into first.
Chris, I saw him trying all these same tricks in practice. I think he had this exact lineup planned.
As we said before, Chris Cole looking for his first X Games gold since 2007, his first Street League win ever. Here's Paul Rodriguez.
Switch frontside blunt slide. Oh, leaning a little too far forward.
He'll get that switch front blunt. He knows that trick. So Paul will sit in third place. We move on to Shane O'Neill, who started off the section in first.
There you go. Backside nollie heel flip.
That'll help. So after kicking away his first attempt, he gets an 8.2 on attempt number 2, jumping him up into fourth.
Look at this. You want to learn how to do that trick. Watch that over and over and over.
Just sticks it. So just like that, we begin attempts number 3 here in the impact section. Tori Pudwell.
Kick flip, crooked grind.
That should definitely push him up out of 6th place.
Lining him up, knocking him down here.
An 8.3, jumping him all the way up into 3rd. Will it be Tori's today? Looking like it thus far. Here is Sean Malto, currently in 2nd place.
Ooh, nollie, nose blunt slide.
Well, Tuesday, catch the story behind Venus Williams' groundbreaking action for women's fair pay at Wimbledon. 9 for 9, featuring Venus Williams, Tuesday at 8 on ESPN, and also live on Watch ESPN. We continue with attempts number 3, Luan Oliveira, unable to stick it there. That is Luan's 2nd miss. Remember, you can afford to kick away a couple, but you need to get those 4 scores under your belt. Here's Chris Cole, your current leader.
Chris going from 180 switch crooks, but missing the grind there.
Yeah.
But he's doing well. He's got 2 solid tricks already.
So Chris with his first bail of the section. He stays in 1st place. Here's Paul Rodriguez.
Paul wants that switch frontside blunt slide. He's got it.
Nails it. The switch front blunt on attempt number 3. Already having 8.5. How about an 8.9 for Paul Rodriguez, skyrocketing him up into 1st place. Another look at our new leader.
The level of difficulty on that trick is beyond words.
Will he get his first win of the 2013 season? Looking for another gold medal. Here's Shane O'Neill.
Oh, Shane with the backside nollie kickflip, and that's going to be Shane's 2nd bail in this event.
Yep.
Can't really afford any more.
No, he cannot. Here's Tori Pudwell sitting in 4th place.
Backside 260 ollie.
Got a slight hand slap there. We'll see how the judges score it. Needed just a 2.9 to take the overall lead. How about a 7.1 as Tori picks up his beanie? We have a new leader.
Wow. Almost getting wheel bite, hanging his toe off, but pulling it off.
So Tori Pudwell jumps into 1st place. Here's Sean Malto.
There it is. Nollie nose blunt slide. Oh, he almost had it. And that's going to be Sean's 2nd miss of the impact section, and he needs to make his next 2 tricks to stay in the running.
Here's Luan. He has a 9 in the impact section from Kansas City a couple weeks ago.
There's the frontside flip.
Is able to land that frontside flip. He sits in 6th place, but an 8.0 jumps him up into 4th. So clean.
Super solid.
So with Luan jumping up to 4th, here is Chris Cole, currently sitting in 3rd place. A 5.6 or better would give him the lead.
There you go. Oh, when he switched crooked grind. Had that one.
What went wrong there, Tony?
Just leaning a little too far to the side there on the landing. But I think he's going to get that. And that will be his 2nd miss.
So there's P-Rod, as I said before, zoning in, trying to get a gold medal here today.
Switch backside tail slide.
The switchback tail, the P-Rod special.
Almost ejected there on the landing, but held on to it.
An 8.1, and we've got a new leader. The question is, will he hold on with 2 attempts to go? But he's exactly where he wants to be. Paul Rodriguez in first place. Here's Shane O'Neill. We got a tweet coming in. Shane O'Neill has to win Street League on his skatings on another level today. From Damn KTA. We do not disagree. Here's Shane.
Backside. Oh, no, the kickflip. So clean.
Shane,
I held my breath. I thought he was gonna take his toe off.
An 8.0 for Shane, and he jumps up into 3rd place. And his magical day continues. Take another look.
Look at that. He caught it. I don't think he was turned as much as he wanted to be when he caught it, and he just forced it around.
A 3.9 or better will give Tori the lead here.
Missing the nollie flip.
So that's Tori's 2nd miss. Cannot afford another one, but in a good spot right now. You see the guys checking out the ISX scoring. They see their scores right away. Here's Sean Malto.
There you go, nollie noseband slide, he's got it.
Finally sticks it after a couple of misses. Malto was in 6th place. But a 7.1 for him jumps him all the way up into 2nd place.
That was solid.
So as we said before, that ping pong in a full display, guys bouncing around here with the final attempts coming up. This is the 5th of 6 attempts. From Luan Oliveira.
Switch frontside kickflip. Almost falling off there on the landing, but that worked.
Some incredible scores here today. Another solid 8.0, jumping Luan all the way up into 2nd.
Look at that, his toes hanging off, but he fixed it right on the landing.
Well, here's Chris Cole sitting at 6th.
There you go.
Is able to land that there.
And 180 switch crooks. Exactly what he's been trying the last couple times.
8.3 for Chris Cole as we look from behind, jumping him up into 2nd place. And it is getting crowded up at the top. There's Paul Rodriguez doing his routine hat prayer. He sits in 1st place. He knows exactly what he needs to do. Nobody has this thing more scripted than him. Will he hold on his 5th attempt?
Oh, going for a switch kickflip over the hubba. Looked like that went bad from the beginning there. So that will be his 2nd bail of this session.
So Tony, what goes wrong here?
Right here, it looks like, oh, his back foot got caught up, so he didn't let the board flip all the way around.
So P-Rod leaving the door open. Here's Shane O'Neill.
Oh, and that is going to be Shane's 3rd miss of this section, which is really going to hurt his overall score.
Well, round of 16 from Wimbledon continues Monday at 7 a.m. on ESPN2 and at 8 a.m. on ESPN. Both events are also live on Watch ESPN. So here are the final runs. Tori Pudwell could have actually taken the overall lead with a 3.9 or better there. He settles for 5th place as his day is over.
Nobody here has made 4 complete moves yet.
You're right. So here's Sean Malto, a guy who could do it. A 3.9 or better would have given him the lead. And he has to settle for 4th place. So now the pressure is really on. Here's Luan Oliveira. A 2.3 or better puts Luan in 1st place.
Oh, 3/6-foot nose slide.
And I don't know, Tony, if the pressure's getting to these guys, but that's 3 straight dudes.
They seem to be taking full risks here, though. No one is playing it safe.
Not a chance in the final. Here's Chris Cole. A 1.1 or better. Land a trick, and you take the overall lead, Chris Cole. He's lining it up now. What's Chris Cole got?
360 flip.
Whoa!
That'll put you in the lead.
Trey flipped the 5-0. What's he gonna get here, Tony? The score coming in at 9.0. The first 9 here in the impact section. Chris Cole takes the overall lead. Unbelievable.
We need to see that one again.
Look at this one more time, Tony.
Look at that. Oh, it landed in a 50-50, but it didn't matter. Right here, took the flip. You can see he's trying to keep his nose up. It dropped, and he still saved it.
Chris Cole taking the lead away from Paul Rodriguez, who's up next. Does P-Rod have what it takes to take the lead back? Here it is, P-Rod's final attempt of the impact section to take back the top spot.
Oh, no, missing the switch 360 flip.
Paul Rodriguez, and with that, Chris Cole is ensured the victory. His first Street League win ever, and his first X Games gold since 2007. We still have one more skater to go. Shane O'Neill, the best he can do, second place. Would need a 9.1 here to leapfrog P-Rod. But Tony, what goes wrong for P-Rod?
Not much, to be honest. He just was leaning a little too far forward on the landing, and it made the whole thing fall apart. So I mean, everything was perfect up to that point.
So here's Shane O'Neill. Talk about anticlimactic.
Shane going for the switch 360 double kickflip.
He doesn't do it, but it's so exciting out here as Chris Cole kissing his wife there, getting the first win of his Street League career, taking the gold medal. P-Rod having to settle for silver, and it's Luan Oliveira with the bronze. Let's go down to Jordan Whitley, who's with our winner. Jordan?
Chris Cole, congratulations. Watching you give your wife that big kiss was such a big moment for everyone. Your very first Street League win. It's been a long time coming. How do you describe this moment?
It's awesome. I mean, you know, I'm stoked that I've been trying for a long time, and to just get one done, now I can have a lot more fun skating them and not worrying about like necessarily winning, but still trying to win.
What do you think made the difference for you out here?
You know what? I've been hanging out with Mikey Taylor and P-Rod and Shane O'Neill a lot. That's fun.
Okay, a little group getting you ready for this. And we've been giving Paul Rodriguez a little German lesson. Can I give you one on how to thank this crowd for coming out?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, here it is.
What is that?
Munich, danke, dass du bei der Street League dabei warst.
Okay. Munich, danke, dass du bei der Street League dabei warst. Is that right?
That was perfect.
Really? But I'm all right with that.
Okay, and I have one other question. I want to ask you about the pressure on that final trick when it came down to that last run.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. I was kind of like talking to myself all the way up and just, you know, telling myself to, you know, believe that you can do it and just get through it.
Well, congratulations, and thanks for letting me put you through that.
Thank you.
Guys.
The bilingual Chris Cole.
Yeah,
Again,
that was a perfect accent.
with his first win of his Street League career, back on the podium. Tony, your final thoughts?
I'm super excited for Chris. He deserves it. He's one of the best skaters out there. A little sad to see Shane not pull through in the end there, but and P-Rod, as it always does, comes down to the last trick. But that was super exciting, and Chris should be very proud.
Well, Chris Cole with a 9.0 on the dot to